LOL. Hi, I'm Major Freak again. This is going to be an epilogue to my first 3 videos about alcohol abuse, about responsible alcohol abuse. And what I wanted to do was to show you how a little amount of alcohol can do harm to your body. I think the actions I did were, for what I'm able to do, quite well. But I looked at those videos a couple of times, and all 3 of them. There's only one published up until now. I don't know if I will publish the rest. If I won't, maybe this won't be published either. So, but they were not... there were flaws in it that I cannot let them stand this way in the internet. So there must be an explanation to finish this. This is not any demonstration of alcohol abuse in this video. If you want to see alcohol action, if you want to see how alcohol can harm in little amounts, please watch video 1, 2 or 3. I will conduct a little experiment, but it's not alcohol related, and secondly, it's nothing new. It's just something I wanted to do. I will do it after what I have to tell you now, after this epilogue. I'm just gonna do this because I have this experience, which I made in video 1, 2 or 3, and want to test something which is loosely related to that. Okay, but it's not what this is about. This is about that I want to tell you that there were some flaws in what I said. First of all, I'm very sorry if I have offended any ethnic group. I don't know what I said. Sometimes I say a lot of words. I remember that I said something, this is from China and it's probably very toxic. This was not related to goods coming from China, because if I would not take goods from China, what should I do? I could almost use any electronic device. I could probably not even make this video because my Samsung smartphone, which is great, it's unbelievable, is made there, or like in some other region which I could have insulted the same way. It's not that anybody said something to me, but when I saw this, I said this was not good. I just wanted to say that I bought the very, very cheapest possible, and I imported it directly from somewhere where the regulations are not as strong as they are here. So it's my own fault if I do something like this. So I don't think that goods from China are of low quality. Especially those goods, they are superior to us and the goods they make for the whole world. We have to always think about this distribution world we live in, and saying stuff like this is stupid if you really mean it. Like we are the best, yeah, and then use the poor countries and their products and live in the rich world in which we live. I live in a really rich world. I'm totally blessed. I'm really aware of this. Well, maybe some things I say are only 120, 130, 150% serious, but this is for 200% serious. I am extremely blessed. I am extremely thankful for being able to eat food every day and not having to think about where to get my food for the next day. I have shelter every day. I am secured to the max. If I lose my job, I still get money. If I'm ill, I still get money. I get so much money, even in these occasions, that I still can do things beside eating and surviving. It's you have just to see this. So, really, China's great. Okay, so I have a big problem. I'm talking way too much. This time I've made a list of some things I want to correct. And this was only the start to tell you that I'm going to do this. But, okay, so I will put my pace up. First of all, I'm excuse myself for my language. It's not perfect, I know it. Well, but it's not only not perfect from your side, if you are an American or an English person or somebody who listens to this German English from another point of the world, which might be quite interesting because for Germans it's interesting too to see other people speaking English when they're not from England or American, because they all have their special accent, and I'd love to see me from the view of somebody else, but I can't. I still see that I do a lot of mistakes. I have problems finding words and stuff like that, and sometimes I took the wrong word. I'm sorry for that, generally. Also, I was accused by my German friends who don't speak so much English. We have to look up so much. Well, what should I do? I just can talk what I have to say. When I'm not allowed to say anything. I don't need to make a video. And on the other hand, well, it's great. Look it up and enlighten your brain. I don't know if this was correct English now. Okay, that was my first point. I'm already finished here from this. Oh, the special one. I always said unresponsible drinking. It's irresponsible. I know that from a song, but I was only able to memorize it today. So, I said what? No good. But maybe. Well, the problem was, I think I did not reach anybody with my message. My friend said, you did not come through with it. I don't know if the people who saw this got your message. I even heard from a contestant of me. But I'm rather not talking about this contest, because it might sound opposite to what I'm trying to tell you. But nevertheless, she told me, she showed it to an 18-year-old relative of her, and well, she said, can I book him for a party? What? What the fuck? What do you want to do with me on a party? If I would go to a party where alcohol is consumed, I would urge everybody to abuse alcohol responsibly. So, like if they were taking beer bongs, I would say, take turns, don't take two in a row. You, then you again, but not two in a row. So there's like a minute or so to recover. That would something I would do. So the whole party's ruined. Or I would say, stop puking beside the toilet, puke in the toilet, so that the next person who wants to puke in the toilet is not slipping on your puke and lying at the side of the toilet, and then maybe like drowning in the puke of herself and the other puke. Blah! I don't want to do this. So this is another thing where I would ruin the party. So it's totally nonsense. This person did not get my message. I'm sorry. I think, well, I did not talk to a lot of people. Some people just looked at me and said, what did you do there? Why did you do that? They didn't understand it. Well, actually, one person at least said, you are indeed major freak. I said, well, not bad. Well, I did not say it to him, but I thought at least he got the first words right. So, okay. But I think the biggest progress was at this little schoolgirl who watched this too. So I want to tell you something. This little schoolgirl is 18 years old, and she's not that little yet. Now from body size, well, from her height. The rest, I think, is she's not an overweight person. Not that you think so. No, mix up the words. She at least analyzed this video from a scientific point of view and made some remarks to it. I think she did not get my point either, but at least she recognized the alcohol standing back there and questioned if the alcohol could be transported in my blood from the applications. Well, I said at least it was the best from the things I heard so far. Okay. And then I have to look now. So this is not. It wasn't for fun. It wasn't for party. It is for science, and it is to transmit a message. And then I thought maybe it is too complex for people maybe partially already heavily impaired by unresponsible alcoholic abuse. So maybe I could even shorten my message and just say, abuse it wisely. Abuse it wisely. Do you understand me now? Okay, maybe you understand me. Maybe I should repeat it. Abuse it wisely. I should repeat it a couple of times to use this fact that it will be in your brain more efficient. Okay, I still have a lot to tell. Well, okay, this was a scientific approach. I already told you this. Then, when I looked at my third video, I have to make fun of myself. Because I said I have a principle, and I just stated this principle shortly before the action was done, and then I just didn't follow. But it's not bad, so it's nothing happened. I think you know what I mean. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I just want to tell you that I am aware of this, but don't care. Then the amounts used were not correctly stated. In my first video, it says above of how one shot can harm you. It was not a shot, but then in my second video, first I said how one shot can harm you. It wasn't a shot in the first one. I had a pipette which exactly showed the amount, but then suddenly I said that it was 10 milliliters, but it wasn't 10 milliliters either in the second one. So I think it was like 11 to 12 milliliters in the first one, and 2 milliliters in the second video. So it was not 3/5 of a shot, but 2/3. It's a margin by like 6 to 7%. It's close to 7. So there's a difference that I have to just note here at this point. So actually it is like the first action in the third video where I said I failed to use less, was like it was a tie, I think. Almost a tie with this extra information. Maybe even a little bit less than in the first. Okay. So, but in the end, I certainly used more than in the first and the second altogether. But I don't know if you can compare it that well. Okay, I now recognize this epilogue has to be split in 2 parts. Fuck me. I don't know. I probably don't have anybody to talk to, which is not really true, but the seconds are just running. Okay, so what can I say in this video? I have to finish it quite quickly. Okay, one point for serious now. I do not think it's mandatory for you to abuse alcohol. In my first video I was more on this line. In the third, when I see this, I could say you have to abuse alcohol responsibly. That's responsibly. That is not what I want to say. It's okay if you don't use alcohol. That's your problem. No, no. I mean, if you don't use alcohol, that's fine. Just do whatever you want. It's wonderful. You don't have the problems I'm talking about. You don't have to protect yourself. You don't have to look how dangerous it is. Also, if you use alcohol, for example, this schoolgirl, I think she really is in this class. She is not abusing it. She's really using alcohol. Great. It's perfect. So, these 2 ways are fine with me either. Still, you might abuse it wisely. You can abuse it wisely. I have no problem with it when you abuse it wisely. I only have problems with unwise abuse of alcohol. And as these 15 minutes are almost finished now, I have to stop this transmission and just record the second part. So we'll see in a minute.